Are you craving some Colombian fruits? I'm Aleja, I'm a local host here from Bogota, Colombia. And today we're going to take you on our fruit tour through Paloquemao Farmers Market. We're going to taste some fruits, some arepas, visit the vendors, and much more. So are you ready for this fruit tour at Paloquemao? Let's go! Guys, we are at the main entrance of Paloquemao, and for me there is one non-negotiable in this area, which is going to be Colombian breads. We're really proud of our breads because actually 2 of our breads, Colombian breads, have made it on the list of the best 50 breads in the world. And I'm going to take you to the place where I usually go to have these breads because it's the best place. So it's right there in the corner. We're going to go right there. Now, the 2 ones that made it on the list of the best 50 are going to be the pan de bono, which is this one, and this one, because we have 2 versions, I'm going to explain to you, and also this one. This one is number 5 in the world. This one is called pan de yuca. So the difference is, pan de yuca, for this one we are going to mix cheese, but we use a flour of a root that is called cassava. Here in Colombia we call it yuca. So this one is going to be salty and is crunchy. I don't know if you can hear if I do this. You see how it goes? So this one is crunchy. Now, pan de bono. This one, as you can see, is fluffy. This is really fresh. And it doesn't make that sound, but look how cheesy it is. You see the difference? Now, about the difference of the 2 pan de bonos, notice that this one doesn't have anything on the inside. We have one here that is going to have guava candy. So let me put it. I'm burning myself. This is too fresh. So look, the guava candy. That is the difference. So 2 pan de bonos. Usually the one that we love here in Bogota, we like it a lot, is this one. Is the one that has guava candy. But for example, people from Cali said that this is an abomination because they prefer this one, only cheese. My favorite is this one, so I'm going to start with this one. And of course I need to leave something for Juanita, so here we have it. The bread is really chewy because of the cheese that it has. It mixes pretty good with the guava. It has like a salty flavor, of course, because of the cheese, but also kind of a fermentation flavor, like down there somewhere. So this goes pretty well along. This one is pretty good. I love this one.
Aleja tried the pan de bono with bocadillo. I'm actually going to try the pan de yuca. Here in Colombia, we love to mix this kind of breads, especially the salty ones, with this avena. This is an oatmeal drink that we prepare here in the country, but this one is going to be cold and it's going to be sweet. We add vanilla to it. Oh, and by the way, this is a perfect combination because I do love, like a good Colombian, salty and sweet. So this is my perfect matrimony. I love this bread because it's crunchy outside, as Aleja said. You feel it when you bite it, but then inside it's fluffy and it's salty, but it feels good. I love it.
Now that we already have something in our stomach, we're going to go inside of Paloquemao to start trying fruits and different things. Now, for you to have an idea, in this market they have found 67 different types of fruits. In Colombia, in totally, we're going to have 433 different fruits. So basically, we Colombians, we can eat 1 different fruit every single day for a year or even more than a year. So we're going to try some. I'm going to show you my favorite ones. I have been cooking since I was a little kid, my mom put me into the kitchen, and I always was like her helper. So I will try to also give you some cooking tips of Colombian cuisine. So let's go. Excited because it's fruit time. So here we're going to try two fruits that are actually not original from Colombia. So Colombia, we are the second most biodiverse country in the world. We are going to have different altitudes in the country because basically the Andes mountain range is going to cross our country. Because of that, we have different altitudes and different types of soils. Now we're also really close to the equator line. Because of that, we don't have seasons. So basically, whole year long, we're going to have kind of the same different kind of weather. Because of that, we can crop every single moment of the year. And because of that, we can also crop different fruits that are not originally from here, like these Asian fruits. So we have this beauty. This one is Mangostino, and this one is known as the queen of the fruits. So I'm going to open my Mangostino. This is actually my favorite. Look that color. Juanita. She couldn't wait.
Delicious.
For me, eating this is like eating gummy bears, kind of. So it's acid, but it's sweet, but it's watery, so it's refreshing. Look her face, look her face, she's so happy. Second Asian fruit, hello! This one here called Rambutan. Look, this is really juicy, you can see it. For me, one of the biggest pleasures of Paloquemao is how the smells change in every single part that you walk. So this place nowadays is really famous inside of the market because it's the place of the chiles. It was the first place here in Paloquemao where they started to sell chiles. So here it comes a tip for you if you like spicy. Here in Colombia, we don't need the spicy as much. We're not used to the spicy because before here we didn't have as many chiles as we have nowadays. So our food tend to be mild, and we have a huge mix between salt and sweet, not hot and bitter, no, hot and acid like it is in Mexico. Now, in this place, you find different chiles from Mexico, imported from Mexico. Those ones are going to be the dry ones that are over there. And nowadays, they're also growing some chiles here in the country. The ones that you are looking at that are really fresh here are grown here in their majority.
Colombian fruits, and I want to start with this one over here. This is called Mamoncillo. It's from the same family of the liche, but it's local, it's from here. This kind of throws me back to when I was a child. It grows in the area that we actually call like warm weather. When you go down the mountain, it gets warmer, and so we go to warm weather. And this is from that region or those regions. And we would usually eat it when we're kids, just beside the pool, you know, having fun and eating this. So you want it to be very green, and you actually have to open it with your toothpick, like that. It's super watery. Oh, and see, it's going to have a big seed in the middle, so be careful with that. And yeah. It's very tasteful. but it's weird because once you try it, you'll feel the tartness of this fruit, and it will actually dry out your mouth right away. Like first it's very watery, and then you feel the tartness, and then it's like all dried out. But it's really, really good. We have here a granadilla. This is my favorite fruit. I eat one of these, or try to eat one of these every day. It's very good for the tummy, and it's actually the fruit that most of the babies eat here for the first time. So it's a type of passion fruit. It's the sweetest passion fruit, but the reason why children eat it so much is because you crack open it like this. And then yeah, you see it's open. Guys, right now we're in this store. This is new to the market. Well, not new, but recent to the market, and it's one of our favorite stops when we come to Paloquemao because our values as companies are aligned. This company was brought here, or this entrepreneurship was brought here to support other entrepreneurships around Colombia. So they have a lot of products produced by local communities or local entrepreneurs in different regions, especially the most vulnerable regions in the country. They have right now between 15 to 20 different entrepreneurs, and that's why we like to come here. But let me show you some of the things they have because they are still super tasty. One of the things they have here is this traditional drinks that we have in the country. In Colombia, most of our drinks are made out of sugar cane. So probably outside of Colombia, you have heard about aguardiente and rum. Both very, very good. We love them. We grew up dancing with rum and aguardiente. But recently, there are some beverages that are still made here in the country that comes from our African heritage, from Afro-Colombian communities, which is called biche. Is this one that we have here?
So now we have here our biche. When you smell it, you can feel, like, of course, the fermentation of the liquor. Now, also the difference between biche and between other liquors made out of caña, like aguardiente and rum, is that biche is kind of a caña, is made with a caña that is not fully developed, so not all the sugars are over there. That is the way, because of that, we call it biche. That is the reason. When a fruit is like that, like not ready to eat, we call it biche. So it's really hard. It has 40% of alcohol. So I'm going to end up a little bit tipsy at the end. So cheers. That we come to Paloquemao, we try to find different fruits. So today we're going to try this fruit. This fruit is called Corozo, and it's a fruit from the Caribbean coast of Colombia. We have never tried it, neither of us.
No.
So this is our first. So cheers. It's tart, too tart.
I like it. I like tart flavors. But it's very hard on the inside.
It has a seed, a huge seed, but it's nice.
And it throws away like this kind of watery thing when you like it's like those acid candies when you eat it, when you squish them, and it comes out the juice, the acid juice.
Yeah,
that's how it feels like. One of our famous arepas. This is made with a white corn that we have here. The name is peto, and we fill it in with cheese. You can see here it has a cheese in there. It's going to be a little bit fluffy but hard, and we love to eat this either with hot chocolate or with eggs in the morning for breakfast. So, you know, it's so good.
fruits. So do you remember the pan de bono with the guava candy? Well, this is the guava that we used to make that candy. And this is another type of guava. This guava is called freijoa. And freijoa is cropped mainly here near Bogota because it needs like the cold environment for it to grow. So we're going to try this one first. Here you have it. Look at it from the inside. It's a beautiful fruit. All fruits are beautiful. This one you can actually eat the skin because we haven't washed it. We're not going to eat it. We're just going to eat the inner part. The skin is going to be kind of bitter, and the inner part is going to be really sweet. But this guava has the peculiarity, if you can say that it has a minty kind of flavor. That is the taste of the frijol. You want to try, Juani?
Of course.
So look this beautiful color. See? Now remember the color of the candy of the pan de bono, no? So this one is really, really, really pink. Another type of guava. This fruit has a lot of vitamin C. As you can see, this guava different from the other has a lot of seeds. The seeds are really, really hard. So if you can, throw the seeds. If not, nothing happens if you eat it. But better to throw them away. In another non-negotiable in a farmer's market here in Colombia, especially in Paloquemao, is going to be our avocados. We have different species of avocados in Colombia. This one, the head size avocado. This one is going to be really, really tasty. It's going to be creamy, and the taste is sweet. It's really, really good. But this is too big for me and for Juani. We don't like to throw food. So yeah, we're not going to try this one. We're going to try one that has the best quality. It's this one. It's called Guatemalteco.
No, este es el más cremoso de todos. Más orgánico, criado en Sansón, Antioquia y la Sierra Nevada. Es el más original de todos.
She's saying this one is the creamiest of all. Is the one that has the best quality, and they crop it in two different areas of the country. One is Antioquia, which is the state where Medellin is the capital, and the other one is the Caribbean coast. In the Caribbean coast is a place where it is cropped by indigenous communities. So look that creaminess. I bet that the mouth of Juani is melting now. It's good. So he's Cesar. He's one of our favorite vendors here in Paloquemao, and over here we always make this stuff, the fresh orange juice ever. So look at this. And you can be me. So book this tour and to have the fresh juice ever.
Nada. Uy, qué rico.
So this little one is called in Colombia Uchuva. In the US, I know that they call it gooseberry. This one is actually from the family of tomato, and it's really, really, really good to decrease the sugar level in your blood. So really good. We now in Colombia we export it a lot. So the Uchuva. This beautiful fruit that Cesar is opening is called Lulo. I've seen a special fruit here in Colombia because it exists only in Colombia and in Ecuador. Look that beauty. love lulo when I eat it like this with salt. It's really tart, so usually we don't eat it like this. We usually make juices out of it. But this with salt is good. This fruit is the same fruit. This one is one of my favorite Colombian fruits, and also one of my favorite Spanish words. So it's called Guanabana. Say it with me.
Guanabana.
Sounds amazing, no? So Guanabana is tart but sweet at the same time. It's a fruit that also helps a lot with cancer, to avoid cancer or to fight cancer. It has a lot of properties for that. So I'm going to take one part. It has seeds, so you have to be careful. Flower. This is a fruit that we call Zapote. Originally it's like this. You saw how she opened it. So this is one of Juani's mom's favorite fruit. I like it. It's not my favorite, but I like it a lot. So let's try it. You have to be careful because it has huge seeds. You can see it from here. So we're going to take one. The taste is like if you're eating the mix of a mango with an squash. That is going to be kind of the taste. It's pretty hairy, so at the end it's going to be stuck everything in your mouth, but it's worth it. Funny. See?
Aleja was too decent, she just took a bite. That's how I was taught to eat it in my house.
So today we share with you one of my personal places here in Bogota, this beautiful market called Paloquemao. We share with you different fruits that we have here. We could even keep on eating. As I told you, we could keep on eating. As we told you before, in this market you can find more or less 67 different types of fruits.
Now, if you have the opportunity to come here, we highly recommend to visit this place with locals. If you want to take a tour with us, we'll love that. That way you'll truly get to enjoy all the flavors and aromas of this market. Plus, we'll be able to have more contact with the vendors. They are the ones who make this place so special. They are always looking forward to share more and more of Colombia and of the market. See you soon. Until the next one, remember to follow us, hit the bell, leave your comments, and see you on the next video.